Right. Retirement. It's coming for all of us, right? And I bet it's on a lot of your minds, so we're going to do a deep dive today
Yeah.
into a specific product. And this is the Enhanced Choice Index plus Annuity. It's from the Standard Insurance Company.
Okay.
So, you know, we can do it.
Annuities they're one of those things that sound a little bit
Yeah.
mysterious, but really what they're all about is this. How do I create a stream of income, especially for retirement?
Yeah, like a pension that you build yourself.
Exactly.
But this one's got some, like, extra stuff.
Yeah.
Especially about how your money grows, how it's protected.
Yeah.
That's what caught my eye anyway.
Yeah, it's trying to hit that sweet spot, right? Between the potential for higher returns, but also some safeguards.
Right.
In case the market kind of throws a tantrum.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about that balance a little bit. Like the source material talks about choosing how your money is invested. You got fixed options, but also these like index-based ones. What's the story there?
So think of it this way. With the fixed options, you're getting a guaranteed interest rate. So it's steady, predictable.
Okay.
But then with the index-based options, what's happening is your returns are actually tied to how certain market indexes perform.
Okay.
Like, the famous S&P 500, right?
Right. Good.
So if the market's up, your annuity value can climb too.
Got it. So a bit more risk.
Yeah.
Potentially more reward.
Exactly.
And they give you a bunch of different indices to pick from.
Yeah.
It's the S&P 500. It's the S&P MARC 5% Excess Return Index.
Mm-hmm.
There's even one called the S&P 500 ESG Daily Risk Control 5% Index.
That's a mouthful.
Well, ESG. That's about like ethical investing, right?
So you got it. So if you want your investments to kind of align with certain values, right? Like sustainability,
Right.
social responsibility, that index could be appealing.
Yeah.
Now, it's important to remember all indices are not created equal, right? Some are riskier than others.
No. Okay.
Some are like riding a roller coaster and some are more like a gentle train ride.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So how do I know which one's which?
Yep.
And what if I'm like, look, I'm just not comfortable with a ton of risk.
Right.
I don't want to be on that roller coaster.
Right. And that's where the annuities features for protection really come in.
Okay.
They have something called a guaranteed minimum accumulation benefit.
Okay.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Or GMA.
Okay.
Think of it basically as an insurance policy.
Okay.
For your retirement savings. It guarantees that your annuity will reach a certain value even if the market takes a hit.
So even if things go south, I'm not starting from zero.
You got it.
Okay.
Got it. Plus, they have these things called multi-year guaranteed participation rates, which essentially lock in specific growth rates for, a set period of time.
Right.
Giving you some predictability, even when the market's being unpredictable.
Right. That makes sense.
Oh.
But life doesn't always go according to plan.
Right.
What if I need to tap into this money, before I hit retirement age?
That's a great question. Life happens. You are allowed to take penalty-free withdrawals of up to 10% of your contract value each year after the first year. And there are some exceptions, like if you have a serious health issue or if you need to go into a nursing home or something like that.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Now, what about, I saw in the material it talked about surrender charges.
Right. So typically what those apply to is if you withdraw a large sum within a certain time frame, which is called the surrender charge period.
Okay.
But there's this thing called a market value adjustment or MVA that can actually help reduce those charges depending on what the market conditions are at the time.
Okay. So there's some flexibility there, but it's definitely something to...
You want to be aware of it.
Yeah, to think about carefully. Okay. So what about passing this money on, to someone else? Any benefits there?
Yeah, so this annuity has got you covered there, too. It offers what's called a full accumulation value death benefit.
Okay.
Which means that your beneficiaries get the entire contract value without any of those surrender charges.
Right. That's a big deal.
It's a built-in safety net for your loved ones, right? You can even choose to have the annuity converted into guaranteed lifetime income payments.
Okay.
So that way, you or your beneficiaries have a steady stream of income throughout retirement, no matter how long you live.
It's like creating your own personal pension.
Exactly.
Okay. This is all starting to make a lot of sense now.
Yeah, so the key is figuring out, right, does this type of annuity align with your overall retirement plan? Do you want guaranteed income? Are you comfortable with some risk for potentially higher returns?
Right. There's no one-size-fits-all, solution. You got to weigh the pros and cons. Consider your risk tolerance. maybe talk to a financial advisor.
Yeah.
See if this is the right fit for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But, the more you know about your options,
right,
the better prepared you'll be
yeah,
for that exciting next chapter, right?
Absolutely. All right. Great deep dive today. This was super informative.
Glad to be here.